The story opens in a beautiful house located in the suburbs of a bustling city. Austin, a devoted husband, is shown preparing breakfast for his wife Jane. Their life appears perfect on the surface: a big house, luxury cars, and both having successful careers. Austin works in finance, while Jane is an executive assistant to John, the CEO of a major corporation. Austin adores Jane. His love is visible in every small gesture, be it brewing her favorite coffee in the morning or leaving sweet notes for her to find during the day. He has always believed that they were a perfect match, but underneath this perfect picture, Jane harbors a secret. John, the boss, is a powerful man with a magnetic personality. He's ambitious, ruthless, and utterly captivating. Over time, Jane finds herself being drawn towards him. What starts as small talks over work escalates into something much more dangerous. The tension builds during late nights at the office, fancy dinners, and stolen glances. Jane knows what she's doing is wrong, but the thrill and the attraction pull her deeper into John's world. For her, it's a taste of something forbidden, something that makes her feel alive in a way she hasn't felt in years. Austin, meanwhile, remains oblivious, completely trusting his wife, even when she starts coming home late, making excuses, and spending more time at work. Austin's world starts to crack when small signs begin to add up. Jane's new expensive perfumes, unexplained absences, and her cold distance start to gnaw at him. He brushes it off at first, convincing himself that he's just imagining things. But one night, when Jane comes home late smelling of cologne that isn't his, Austin's suspicions grow. He confronts Jane, but she deflects his concerns with lies, talking about work stress, deadlines, and responsibilities. Austin wants to believe her, but his gut tells him otherwise. Unable to shake the feeling, he decides to follow her one day. Austin's heart shatters when he sees Jane and John together at a luxurious hotel, their intimacy undeniable. He watches from a distance, paralyzed by disbelief, anger, and pain. The woman he loved, trusted, and devoted his life to, was betraying him with her boss. Austin returns home that night, his mind racing with thoughts of revenge. He decides not to confront Jane immediately. Instead, he starts planning his next move, determined to make them both pay for their betrayal. Austin is no longer the loving, naive husband. He carefully constructs a plan, using his financial acumen and contacts to dismantle John's empire without either of them realizing it. He begins by manipulating the stock market, causing John's company to suffer severe losses. Simultaneously, he starts gathering evidence of the affair, collecting photos, videos, and messages that would ruin both Jane and John's reputations. All the while, he pretends everything is normal, luring Jane and John into a false sense of security. As John's company crumbles and Jane's reputation is on the line, Austin reveals everything in a dramatic confrontation. He shows Jane the evidence, her face turning pale as the realization hits her. John, too, is left speechless as Austin lays out his downfall. With his revenge complete, Austin leaves Jane. She is left devastated, having lost everything: her marriage, her reputation, and her career. John, too, is ruined, both financially and professionally. Austin, however, walks away from the wreckage, a man who has learned the hard way that love can be as destructive as it is beautiful. The final scene shows Austin standing on the edge of a cliff, overlooking the ocean, as he lets go of the past and prepares to start anew. The sound of waves crashing against the rocks below echoes the turmoil in his heart, but there's a sense of peace in his eyes as he walks away from the edge, ready to rebuild his life. This story captures the intense emotions of betrayal and revenge with a dramatic twist as Austin turns from the loving husband to a mastermind seeking justice for his broken heart.